is this for? Houston?
Yeah, this is Ustream. This is actually why we do this event.
We're doing it? All right, here we are live at Aces in Bradenton, Florida. We just got done watching a stellar set by Sarasota Slim with the Damon Fowler group backing them. And we had Dave
Freeland.
That's easy for you to say.
Yeah,
It's
easy
easy for me to say. I'm going to say
Dude,
it on my life.
you gave a great introduction to keyboard players, played with everybody from Buddy Guy and Otis Rush. But our special guest tonight, Sarasota Slim, just so people know, he is a Florida institution. And I'm going to bore you guys with just a little bit
We
of
want to institutionalize him when we're done here.
They've tried to institutionalize.
That's right. The
him.
rubber room, here I come.
Yeah.
In the 80s, before Tampa Bay was really known for blues or for anything other than death metal, Sarasota Slim played with a guy named Rock Bottom. And Rock Bottom, in my opinion, was the first person in Tampa Bay, after Tampa Ray, when Ray Charles played here back in the day, to really put Tampa Bay on the map.
Not you, Wade.
Oh, Slim
Slim
Scooter.
Scooter. And you played with him.
Yeah.
And he went on, Rock Bottom would play in Europe. Damon gave a great story about when you made your name.
I guess I'll tell my little rock bottom story about
Tell your rock bottom.
the turning point, and everybody, not everybody knows this. Anyhow, I got involved with him because I've always been a PA junkie, and I've always had speakers and stuff, and I still do that today. And that's my other hat. A lot of times I'll do sound for an event, and I enjoy it. So I had a little PA, had me a little powered PV head and some speakers, and he was all about, where can I find somebody with some speakers? And so I got hooked up with Rock because I had a PA. I had the football. And you know,
he gave you your sobriquet, your nickname.
Yes, he did. He hooked me up with the name, and so I stuck with it, and it seemed to be all right. So anyhow,
And you haven't gained weight, which helps.
well, yeah, I have gained a lot of. I have gained a lot of weight. Yes, as a matter of fact, I used to run around in the shower to get wet. No, anyhow. So we did a tour of Scandinavia, which he was quite popular in. I was the guy that went with him the first time with his group, I should say. He had been over there a few times with the Silver King Band, which was very popular. So this...
To interrupt you just real quick.
Yeah.
Rock Bottom, as I was talking with Damon earlier, he would tell me he could live off of what he made on that Scandinavian tour.
Absolutely, yeah.
Rock Bottom was huge in Europe.
Absolutely.
And you were playing with them.
So I went over there, and we did our little thing, and then we were supposed to go back. And right when we were about to go back, damned if Chernobyl didn't erupt. And for those of you who are too young to know what that is, that was a nuke meltdown in Russia or whatever, and it was spreading radioactive fallout all over Europe.
This is a little history for you kids.
And so I decided, the green hippie boy that I was, I didn't really want to go over and grow that third eye.
See, you wimped out.
I wimped out, and I stayed. And from that point, 1987 on, I started doing my own thing. And in honor of that event, I named my first little group that I got a gig for called Sarasota Slim and the Glow Workers.
and just so people know, Sarasota Slim plays all over Florida. You've done also national tours. Played with Lucky Peterson.
He played with us.
Or he played with you. I'm sorry.
Well, at the time, that's what it was.
Yeah, it was. He had a guitar singer playing with you.
And then his records came out, and he hit real big, and he took off, and he's not looked back. He's been doing great.
Well, I'm going to embarrass you for a second. Damon was in Italy recently. Tell that story.
Man, I called him right when I got back, man. Basically, we're playing in Rome.
Just so people, real quick.
We're playing in Rome, and the club, man, we sound check.
In Italy.
In Rome, Italy. And it's a place called Big Mama. And we sound check. We're eating dinner before our show. It's just us and the crew in the club. And the sound guy's playing Sarasota Slim over the PA. So I go up to him and I go, hey, man, are you playing Sarasota Slim? Because, I know him and we're friends and kind of from the same town. And he just looks at me like, in amazement. He goes, you know Sarasota Slim?
Yeah, that was great. He's
a big hit in the spaghetti ball.
Yeah.
But, it's such a testament. I mean, you represent what Tampa Bay music. When I say Tampa Bay, that includes Bradenton here. People aren't familiar with Bradenton. It's just south of Tampa Bay. And I know you object to kind for an institution, but you are. You carry a legacy that wasn't there before.
Well, all we need is if we could just get a nickel for every time somebody said, you know what, you can really tell the difference. Everybody's heard the name Sarasota Slim, unless you're talking to a club. Sarasota who? Oh, you want $1 from me? No, I never heard of you.
But it'd be fair to say, I mean, Dan's got an album. His last album, Blind Pig Records, number 12 on the blues chart. His new album comes out at midnight tonight. Damon, would it be fair to say that without something like Sarasota Slim, there probably won't be the momentum when you first started in Tampa Bay?
Absolutely not. Gigs would have been way easier to get. Man, you know, the
No,
deal
but I
is,
mean,
man, when I grew up,
seriously,
man, as a child growing up in Tampa, man, I would go to the jams, I would go to stuff. Man, Sarasota Slim, that's what people talked about, man. He was the guy all over Florida, anywhere you went. People, Slim and his band, they played there and they rocked the house. There was Sarasota Slim posters and articles on the wall all over the West Coast, Florida, East Coast of Florida. Everybody knows him.
I mean, you've done more for Florida probably than making Florida known for blues music than probably just about anybody.
A lot of folks. He's in the Florida Blues History book, right? I know he's in there.
No, yes, he is.
Yes, so.
Yes, you are. I've got the book. You're in it, and so
See, we need another nickel then.
Right.
Come on with the nickels.
Move up the corners, man.
Yeah.
Saturday, so you get a new album coming.
I got a new album. It's going to be a good one.
How good?
It's going to be so good. I don't know, man. I like it a lot. It's going to have some new and interesting, different stuff in it. And I've got some great players on it. And for the first time ever, I've got another guitar player. It's not Damon. It's a friend of Damon's, a very good player by the name of Josh Nels. And he is another smoker. And by golly, it's going to be cool. It's got a little different flavor to it.
Tonight was very cool to see him playing with not only Damon and his band, which is Chuck Riley on bass and Aaron Fowler on drums, who, Chuck's great, Aaron's great. I can't say enough about the band.
Man,
But
really fortunate.
I got to praise somebody else here. And I'm not going to try and say his last name because I'm going to mess it up. But Dave here, Dave Frembolin, Freebolin, I'm going to mess it up again. That's all right. It's
All right.
He normally writes, you know, we didn't talk.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Dave's played with Buddy Guy, Otis Rush, everybody, and anybody who's watched his performance can tell that he was great. Slim, because you tell you're playing with someone that
You know, the moment I heard him, I said, ding dang. It was Doc. Doc called and says, man, there's a new kid on the block. You got to check him out. So we talked on the phone. We got together and we made arrangements to go and hear each other. The minute I heard him, I said, yep, this is the guy. He's the real blues artist. So I just have a real soft spot in my heart for anybody that plays blues well. There's 2 or 3 other people. I've been blessed with great keyboard players. Lucky Peterson, holy moly, there's a keyboard player.
Yeah.
He played with us and just smoking. And then there's a guy named
Now there's 3 of them.
yeah. Then there's Tim Heading up there in St. Pete. Tim's got a great legacy of playing with some wonderful people. There's a young fella out of Tampa that you guys don't know. His name is Andre, and his brother's with Third, and you don't know, but they come from a church background, and they're young and full of fire, and they really light a fire under you, and so that helped. And so I've got, like I say, I'm just blessed with having good players around me to help me do it.
Well, and you put on a great set. Damon, I'm going to get to you in a second, but Dave, real quick, because you're new to the area, for anybody who's watching from Bradenton, Tampa area, Dave, we're going to see you play. You just came from Chicago. You sat in here. We're going to see you playing with some other local acts.
Well, I am now. I work with Slim occasionally, and I've been working a long time with groups in different settings.
So we might see some more.
Oh yeah. I make these jams once in a while, and
Because you're too good of a keyboard player to rest on your laurels.
I don't stay home every night.
And next week, Sugar Shack members, Damon, tell us about it.
Next week we have Sean Rounds. I'm going to be out of town. I'm going on the Blues Cruise.
Sean who?
Sean Rounds. He is from Sanford, Florida. Slim knows him. He's a smoking, man. Killer guy. He's a young guy. Guitar player. Very traditional. Very rooted in playing blues music. Great tone. Plays with his hands. Great knowledge. Knows how to throw the instrument. And sings his ass off. He's good. So this is what this is about. We're trying to get the folks here in this area and touring artists that people have heard of, maybe they've never seen or whatever. We want to have them involved with Sugar Shack, and that's why we've had Slim here. That's why we're going to have Sean Rounds next week, man. Sean is incredible, man. I'm really happy to have him.
Sean Rounds next week. Tune in. Damon's going to be in Italy.
I'm going to be on the Blues Cruise.
Oh, I'm sorry, on the Blues Cruise, right, in the Caribbean.
I'm going to be in the Caribbean next week. I'm sorry, guys, I can't make it.
Oh dear.
It's going to come out.
That must be having a rough night.
Oh, it's so terrible.
All that blues and sunshine.
And just once again, I have to mention it. At midnight, which is, I don't know if my watch is slow, but it's pretty close to it.
It's getting closer. It's getting closer every
Damon's
second.
album.
Yours is coming out tonight.
Tonight at
Tonight.
Mine's
at
coming out
midnight.
about 2 weeks.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'll trade you.
There you go.
Damon's album, Devil's Got His Way, Amazon, BlindPigRecords.com, wherever. Grab it. His last album, Sugar Shack, which is where this night took its name from, was number 12 on the Billboard chart for blues albums. Devil Got His Way. I'm afraid it's going to be in the top 5.
We're hoping.
And
we need the love, though. We need your support.
buy it.
Yeah.
It's great. That's all I got to say. And
Listen to Wade.
Yeah.
So, Dave, thank you so much.
Thank you guys for being
And now they're going to jam. If you're in the area, come by. Aces
What's her name?
is the best live music venue.
Let's say hello to Sugar
In the
Bear.
area.
Hello, Sugar Bear.
Hi,
Are you
Sugar
watching
Bear.
Sugar
Hi,
Bear?
Sugar Bear.
Sugar Shack Jam, Sugar Bear.
He should have came down, man. Where you at, Sugar Bear?
Sugar Bear!
Dang, man.
And real quick, before, are we still in the air, Lacey? Are we still in there? Real quick, Nitro, who was supposed to be here.
We love you, Nitro.
We love you, Nitro.
Love Nitro. He couldn't make it because his mom passed yesterday.
We will have him back.
You only get one mother, so you got to go deal with that. So.
You
do.
I'm sorry.
But
I'm sorry to have this happen.
Nitro will be back and
Yeah.
plenty of other good stuff.
Yes. Thanks for tuning in.
Good night.